Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Kai, and I like to talk about books. I like to read books. I like to just have a good time. And that's obviously what you're here for, right? You're vibing with me. I love talking about books, right? I originally filmed my TBR video, and I didn't like the sound quality of it. I did not like the way that I sounded. So I am re-recording it. But the only downside to that is I'm not picking out of my TBR jar anymore because I already did. So I'm basically going to go over the books that I chose with you guys. And we're just going to try to like my voice when I do this again next month with my actual TBR jar. I'm sorry. So one of the first books that I picked for my August TBR was Midnight for Charlie Bone and Listen to Me. One, I've already finished it. I started it like yesterday or the day before, so don't come for me. In the words, it's a middle grade book, okay? I had my second grade teacher read this to the class, and I have been thinking about it on and off for years and been wanting to reread it again. I'm pretty sure it's probably what got me into fantasy. I don't know. I've always been into books, but I've had it on my shelf for a while. I really wanted to read it again, so when I picked it out of my TBR jar, I was very excited. I will tell you what I rated it at the end of the month, but it's a very good children's book, and I am very excited to pass it on to my daughter, and it gave me like nostalgic, like good memories to bring back when I read it. So, and then to roll over from June, no, actually yes, to roll over from June, when I didn't read it in July, to roll over to August, I am reading The Chase, and I actually did start it. I started it on my Kindle. So I love Colin Fitzgerald, so I'm really nervous, really excited. I hope I like it. Hockey romance, Briar U series, sprayed blue edges, gorgeous. And then I think I picked Off to the Races, but I also want to read the little novella too. I have read Chestnut Springs, but I've not read this series yet, and I haven't read Wild Love yet. Don't come for me. Don't do it, okay? My TBR is 12 million books long, okay? I cannot keep up. But I'm very, very excited. This is her first series. I cannot wait to read it. Cowboys, freaking yeehaw. I'm ready for it, okay? And then my TBR jar decided to fuck around and find out, okay? Because I picked Saving Six. As if I needed the pain of this book, okay? I am very nervous for Joey's books. I told my friend before I made the video the first time, I was like, I am not going to read this series until either I feel emotionally ready for it or my TBR jar forces me to read it. And guess what? Let me look you in the eye when I say this. My TBR jar picked it. So it's the third book in the Boys of Tommen series. My TBR jar and I are going to have words. I don't even know if that made sense. But either way. And then I picked The Memory Puller by Chris Haynes. And I am very excited because she posts about this freaking book all the time, and it sounds so good. So good. And I think she calls it the 2.5 book just came out. It's either the 2.5 or the 1.5 book in the series just came out. So like in between. And it looks so good. So I am very excited to hop into this. The cover is beautiful. I mean, guys, come on. She's beautiful. And then I picked Go Hex Yourself by Jessica Clare. And I feel like this is going to be really good. I really just flipped on a page and it said scrotum. Do I want to know? Okay, anyway, I feel like this is going to be a good book for fall. So I'm excited that I picked this. It's been on my shelf for a while. Literally story of all my books because damn. But I hope the witchy vibes are good. And then I picked today, tonight, and tomorrow, and this is a YA book, and for those of you who know me, I am slowly but surely phasing out of my YA era, except for Voice of Tom. We don't talk about that, but I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I hope it's good. I'm just, again, been on my shelf for a minute, so yeah, we'll see. And then A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Now listen, I have read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I've read Gallant, and I enjoyed both of those except for Gallant. I think it let me down, but I still enjoyed it. Like, it was a good read, but I wanted more out of it by the end. And then I read Vicious, and I did not like it. This is not my cup of tea. So I'm very excited and nervous to read this. I've heard really good things. I'm looking forward to it. And then I'll get to the last 3 books in a second. But I picked One Dark Window, and this is actually my next read because The Wheel of Tiny Decisions told me so. And I have heard really good things about this, and I'm really flippin' excited to read it. And if it's not good and I don't like it, I might cry. I actually have one more book that I forgot to mention. 2 more, actually. So, Savage Fae, I need to finish this effing book, okay? Pretty sure I've been reading it the past 2 months. I need to finish it, okay? I need to get to the 3rd book, the 4th book, the 5th book, so then I can start Zodiac Academy, okay? Need to just, I don't know what's wrong with me, okay? I'm just having some issues. But this is on my TBR to finish this book, okay? And then whatever my book club picks for this month, we meet on Monday. I'm recording this on the 1st. We meet on the 5th. So I don't know what that book's going to be yet. So whenever that book gets picked, that is on my TBR too. And then the next 3 books, I'm being bullied to read them. I've had to give in to some peer pressure, and I've never had to do that before. Anyway, I am being bullied to read the 4th Bonds That Tie series book, whatever. I can't even speak. I've read the first 3. I have not read the last 3. I am very nervous to continue reading the series because I love it so much, and I'm not ready emotionally to finish it. But I'm being bullied. So I'm going to read the 4th book. If I feel up to it, I'm going to read the 5th and the 6th too. I don't know yet. I took a break, 1, because I'm not emotionally ready to finish it, and 2, because if I read the same books, like if I read a series all at once, without a break, without a palate cleanser, without something, it's a lot for me, and it'll make my feelings towards the book go down, if that makes sense. Like, it just feels, it's just too much for me. I have to have a break. And then, my very good friend, S. Fraser, gives me the worst time because she's read all of my books and I've not read all of hers. So, I'm going to read Era of the Moon. It's a fantasy romance. I'm very excited to read this book, okay? It's not signed, and if you're watching this, I'm going to need you to sign it. I'm going to bring it to book club on Monday and make you sign it. And then the last book on my TBR is Clockwork Prince, and it's the 2nd book in the Infernal Devices series. I am being bullied to finish this series too, because I read the 1st book like a hot minute ago, and my friend says this is just like her holy grail, her freaking Roman Empire, so she's forcing me to finish it and read it. I liked the 1st book, I think, so okay, this is my toxic trait, guys. I have a really hard time finishing series, okay? I don't even want to show you guys the list of books that, like, book series I'm in the middle of, because it's so bad. It's so bad. If you liked this video, make sure you like it, you subscribe, you comment, you share with your friends. I forgot what I was gonna say. If you've read any of these books, make sure you comment down below. Let me know if you like them. Tell me a win you've had recently. Just anything. anything at all. I'm recording this on August 1st, so I hope you guys have a good August and God bless.